Welcome to the Isfo Roster program. This movie will explain how to use the program to maximize your reporting on the learners provided to you by Isfo. This program is provided to you as part of the total support commitment by us. The program was developed by Isfo Roster. Isfo Roster specializes in software development for the security industry, quality management and financial cooperatives. This video assumes that you have already downloaded the Isfo Roster program into the correct directory on the computer and that you are connected to the internet. Open Windows Explorer and open the directory tree on your C drive. Then click on the free roster directory. Locate the Isfo Roster file in the directory and double click on it to open the file. Please note that you must have downloaded and installed the Microsoft Access runtime program for it to work. The login screen for the program will open. Enter your login name for the program in the field as indicated and then click on the action button to verify your username. A pop-up dialog box will appear that requests your username and your password to the Isfo intranet site. Enter the username and password and then click on the OK button. You must use the usernames and passwords that were sent to you by Isfo Roster by email. The field that requests your password to the program will become visible. Enter your password and click on the action button next to it to allow the program to verify your password. A field will appear that requests your company name. The name will already be displayed if you enter the correct usernames and passwords. Click on your company name and then on the action button next to the field. A list of months will become visible. Select the month that you want to work with and click on the action button next to the list. The roster worksheet will then open. Please take note that this list of months may grow and shrink as new months are created by the manager and old ones are archived. The worksheet may take a while to open, depending on the speed of your internet connection. Let us explain the layout of the roster worksheet to you. At the top left corner, the month that you selected to work with will be displayed. Next to it is the shift indicators that you can enter to record the shifts worked by the learners. At the top right you will find the buttons for printing the roster sheet and the payslips of the learners. The days of the month and the workday indicators forms the top of the worksheet. The learners is listed in the worksheet. Every learner record comprises of 4 rows. On the left is a few data fields giving information about the learner. The first line of a record displays the shift attendance indicators. Use this column to enter the attendance record daily. The second line displays the actual hours worked for the shift, and the third line shows the post number that the learner is allocated to. The different types of shifts is calculated on the run by the program as you enter them. The total number, shifts and actual hours worked can be displayed by clicking on the sum button at the bottom of the screen. Below every record, the audited log indicator is displayed. The user can only change information to the right of the bar. The manager will audit and log records on a daily basis. If changes must be made to logged records, the manager must be contacted to unlock the records. The user can scroll up and down this list by using the scroll bar on the right. The user enters information directly into the 2 top lines of a learner attendance record. As the attendance of a learner is verified by the operational managers, the attendance can be indicated by using the keys as indicated at the top. If a member completed a day shift, the user will enter a D into the field below the date. If the learner worked a night shift, then the user will enter an N. If the learner is absent without leave, the user must enter an A. If the member has a day off, then an R must be entered. This indicates a resting day. If the user is on official planned leave, then an L is entered. If the member received sick leave, then an S must be used. If the member were allowed to take unpaid leave, then a U will be entered. If the member qualified for family responsibility leave, then an F must be entered. These are color-coded to assist the user in forming an overview of the attendance behavior of the learners. The program will automatically enter the hours worked by the learners according to the shift length policy of the company. If a learner worked different hours, this number can be changed by entering the correct number of hours. The actual earning of the learner is calculated per hour, and it is important to enter the correct hours. Any part of an hour worked is accredited as an hour. The program cannot accept minutes, only full hours. The program will automatically enter a post number for the learner. The next upgrade of the program will allow the user to select a different post number. Note that the worksheet works with working months or financial months. The dates at the top of the worksheet will display the starting day of the financial work month and will then extend into the next calendar month. It is important to understand how the program calculates the different shifts as indicated in the summary fields. Only day shifts and night shifts are actual shifts. The Sunday shifts field indicates the number of Sundays worked that will qualify the learner for a Sunday allowance. Do not add the Sunday and holiday shifts to the total of shifts worked. To print a payslip for the learner, the user must click on any of the data fields of the learner, not the attendance fields. This will make the payslips print button visible. Click on the button to open the payslip for the member. The actual calculations of the pay of the learner is done on the management program of the manager. The final data will be published to be available to the user to print the pay sheets of the learners. The master data of the program is stored on the database at Isfo and on the backup hosted by Isfo Roster. Isfo have a different management program that allows you to enter the information of the learners, the company fees and information. Isfo publishes this information to the cloud server. You as user can then access this information from any computer that is linked to the internet by connecting to the data with your login and passwords. You can install and use the program on multiple machines as long as you register with Isfo Roster that will give access codes to the different users. This is the first version of the program. Isfo Roster is already working on the next version that will have more features that will enhance the functionality of the program. You can expect the following new features in the upgrade. The ability to collapse and expand the records of the learners. This will display only the attendance record and will display more learners on the screen. The ability to change the posts that the learner is allocated to. This will have the added benefit that statistics per post can be reported on. The ability to capture notes for learners per shift, to give more information about the incidents on the shifts or about the learners. This information can be brought under the attention of the manager and Isfo Roster. The other parties can then respond to the notes. It is very much like the chat function that you find in Facebook. The next version will have the full functionality to manage the leave of the learners. The ability to register disciplinary incidents will also be available in the next version. We hope that you found this video informative. You are welcome to contact the developer or the manager if you need support in using the program.